So we're gonna start with this tier list. Honestly, I have some of these games I've never played before. I'm gonna be honest. So, can I change this a little bit? Instead of D, we're gonna put not played. And maybe I'll play them. I don't know. Maybe I'll play them. Not yet. Maybe I'll play them on stream. Not played yet. Alright. Not played yet. So we're obviously gonna have SABC. Should I add a row? Like, should I add an F or a D? How do I add a row? Add a row below. And just put, bro, hold up. Just put D. Okay, and then this one we'll just put, no, this purple color. Okay, bro. Okay, there you go. SABCD. Bro, what? Hold up. This shit bugging, bro. Okay, I want this color, this color. There you go. Okay, now let's start off, shall we? So the first Resident Evil that came out, Biohazard. Okay, now this did came out in the PlayStation, or I believe. Did it come out in the PlayStation? Yeah, PlayStation. Okay, so it wasn't PlayStation 1996. Oh my god, bro! 20 years ago? Are you being dead ass? 20 years ago, 1996. Okay, now we gotta take up on all the aspects, right? It was a good game. It was a really good game. Now, when it first came out, it was a good game. There's a lot of memes for the voice acting. The American voice acting, it's fucking dog shit. But the gameplay itself, it was revolutionary, bro. Probably not the first scary game, but for a scary game, somewhat a zombie game and a puzzle game, not bad, honestly. Now I'm basing this on my opinion because I've played this one. You know, I'm basing it on my opinion on how I liked it, on how I played it for the first time. I played it on the PlayStation. Okay, it was this one with the joysticks. And then 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I had this one with the joysticks, right? The controllers had joysticks. And it was, bro, it was so much fun having a PlayStation, bro. Like, as low as when I was living in Mexico, I was what, like 6, 5? I still remember playing that shit. I was probably like, I wasn't even in first grade yet. So I was probably like 5 or 4, 5 or 6, around those ages. I remember playing, and so yeah, I played it there in the first time, and I fucking fell in love with that game, bro. Like I fell in love with this, like the way that it makes you think when you first start playing it. When you're like, oh, we gotta get the fucking keys, you gotta do this, then you gotta go all the way back, dude. It took me days to finish this shit, but anyways, yeah. So in my opinion, in my personal opinion. It's an A. It is not an S because it's not the best, in my opinion. It's not the best, but it's a solid ass first game. Honestly, it's a solid game. Now, lock the fuck in. Resident Evil 2. Now, this is a fucking masterpiece. Okay? Not the fucking remake. The remake is fucking dog shit. Well, not dog shit, but it doesn't mount up. Look at this. My boy, Leon. Okay? So, Resident Evil 2, when it came out, honestly, I didn't play it. I only played it after. So, when did it come out? Release date? No, not fucking AI mode. Fuck. 1998. Obviously, I wasn't fucking born, right? How could I play when it came out if I wasn't fucking born? I played this on the GameCube. right? I played it on the GameCube, and I had my fucking the best time of my life. Okay, I played Leon, Claire. Oh my god, honestly, it was well fucking structured, bro. This game was so good. It was so goated. Now, I don't have a lot to say because if I ramble on, I'm gonna talk about this fucking game for hours, bro. I'm gonna talk about it for hours. Okay, so in my opinion, Resident Evil 2, S tier. Now, you do gotta take in mind, sometimes the sequels of games are shittier than the prequels. You know, the sequels of games are shittier than when the first games come out. Right? Sometimes. Not this time, okay? Not fucking this time. This game is absolutely fucking amazing. Now we come to Resident Evil 3. We're talking about all the originals here, by the way. We're not talking about the remakes. We're talking about the originals. Resident Evil 3, peak fucking horror game, peak puzzle game, bro. This shit, if you did not pay attention, you're lost. You're fucking lost, bro. S tier. Okay, Resident Evil 3 is S tier because I also played it on the GameCube. And I was a fucking pussy, bro. I was a bitch playing this game. Like, when you had this motherfucker, bro, this guy, bro, when you had someone like this, 6'7", running at you like a fucking rhinoceros, bro, bro, I was shitting my pants, bro. I was legit. I was 5 years old. If you ever see this guy coming at you, please, you're done for. Like, you're actually done for. Bro, look at how he has Brad here, bro. My boy Brad. Bro, I was such a bitch playing this fucking game, bro. Like, when I tell you, I would play it. And it had to be broad daylight, bro. I could not play this at night, bro. If I play this at night, and like with with the fucking volume up, dude, I would have to like, bro, I felt like he was right fucking behind me, just stars. That's how I felt, bro. I was so fucking scared of this motherfucker. But obviously, little ass shit, bro. What do you expect? But yeah, now Nemesis is one of the reasons why the game is S tier. This motherfucker, whether you call it his AI or his fucking metrics, motherfucker will hunt you down. Obviously, pretty predictable where some spots where he will be if you play it on easy. But if you up the difficulty or if you mod it, it could be random as fuck. Now this first fight right here, right? I think this is the first fight. I'm not sure. First or second fight when you encounter him. There's a choice. See, this is another thing. The choices that you make impact the game. Not the gameplay, but if you choose to fight him and you beat him, you get, parts. You get things that he drops. So you have choices. Sometimes it's 3, but I think mostly it's 2. I think throughout the whole game, I think it's 2. Whether to fucking run and be a bitch, I'd always be like, run, bro, get the fuck out of it. So you either run or you fight him. That's really good. That's when they first implemented that choice thing, and throughout the whole game. Okay. Now the game is long as shit. You play as Jill, as you did in the first game, and you also play as Carlos that you meet in here, who is an Umbrella agent, I believe. So yeah, this game is absolute fucking masterpiece. So it deserves an S ranking. Now, Resident Evil Survivor. Oh, sorry, Resident Evil. Oh. Now, I've never played this fucking game. It is canon, but I've never played this game. It's a first-person game, as you guys can see. And I think this is basically Resident Evil 2 Zombies. I've never played this game. Oh, hold on. The guns actually look fire. So, I've never played this game. So, I don't know anything. I did see a video about it, but not played. Okay? Not played. Code Veronica. Now, Code Veronica. I did play this game. The story is about Claire and Chris. Now, Chris was introduced in the first game, right? Alongside Jill, and then Claire was introduced in the second game. Now they're brothers and sisters, and then we also get to play against with this other guy. This guy, I forgot his name honestly, but I mean this was pretty cool. I didn't play it like a lot. I beat it, but I don't remember what the fuck happened. I know you fight two siblings, and that's about it. Like, I don't really remember anything about this fucking game. So, for that, in my opinion, it was a really good game. It lacked story, honestly. A little bit of story. There was a lot of shit that you didn't know. So, a B. It's not bad. It's not bad. Honestly, it's not a bad game. Okay. Resident Evil Remastered. Now this game is so good. I played this on the PS3. Like, okay, in Mexico, right? In Mexico, there's like these little, like, I don't want to necessarily call them shops, but like these little places where they have PCs and they have gaming, like consoles. Like back then, they had a PlayStation 3 and they had no. First, they started with PlayStation 2 and then they upgraded to PlayStation 3 and then Xbox. But I used to play this a lot there, and I would have to pay, like 100 pesos for like 5 hours. That's what I remember. And I would always be there until I got a PS3 over there. I used to have a PS3. PS2 would also support this, I believe, but I played it on my PS3. Now, this game is actually really good. Like, it did well remaking it for the first one, and the horror, like the fucking scary ass shits that they added new shits. In my opinion, is really good. Now, it is better than the original one, in my opinion, because the acting is obviously better, the voice acting, the visuals, and everything. Like, come on, it's just an upgrade. It's an upgrade. So, I believe it is way superior than the first one. So that's why I'm gonna put it at A tier. It is not S tier. It's not S tier because it doesn't have that that nostalgic, that nostalgic feeling, because I already played the first one, so now they came out with this other one, but it's the same game. This is all from my opinion, right? I don't make this like they're all good games. I don't make this for quality or whether it's fucking shit or bad. It is all my opinion. This is my opinion only. Moving on. Anyways, next one, Resident Evil 0. Now, again, the same style of the Resident Evil Remastered with fixed cameras. Well, they all had fixed cameras back then, but the same style. It's literally Resident Evil, but with two different characters. But this game was fucking hard as shit, because there was no chest. You couldn't put your shit. As a Resident Evil player, you're used to grabbing a lot of shit. Oh my god, your inventory's full. Going to the chest, putting all the shit you don't need in the chest, and then go back out to grab more shit. Well, you couldn't do that here, bro. That's what pissed me the fuck off. You had to drop your shit somewhere, and then remember where you dropped it, in case you needed it, and then go do some other shit, get the important shit, and then go back to the shit that you dropped. Oh my god, it was so annoying. But you get used to it. And it's a new thing that I implemented, which I think was somewhat good, because it worked. Like, even though they had you running around all the fuck in the whole map, it actually worked. Like, for example, there were some areas where you couldn't go back to, right? So, the train, you couldn't go back to the fucking train because it crashed. So, some shit that you left in there, they're gone forever. That's why this game actually pushed you to be like, oh, I gotta save, do I need health? Do I prioritize health over ammo? or do I prioritize like guns over this and shit over that? Like, bro, this shit was a fucking disaster. And when I say disaster, I mean like when you played it. But overall, the game is really good. I like the boss. I like the story because this is where all basically this is where it all originated, right? The story of Resident Evil. This is where it all came together. So good prequel, good ass game. So again, A. Now, it is not better than the first one. It is not better than the first one remastered. Hold up. Okay. Oh my god. You guys, fuck. You guys ever like have your headsets? Those of you who have glasses, when you have your headsets, does your ear hurt? Like, cause mine should be pushing against my shit like this, like I feel it, and it just hurts like a bitch. Anyways, A tier. Now when I think about it, I think I'm gonna move it to B tier. Honestly, I think I'm gonna move it to B tier because it wasn't really like all they added. Okay, it's good. It's a good game, but it's the same mechanics and the same visuals as Resident Evil the remastered. Okay, now obviously different interface, different whatever, different HUD or whatever the fuck, but it's kind of the same. Then the only thing that changes the story that you can change between two characters. So I'm gonna have to put it at B in my opinion again. Now what the fuck is this? I've never played this shit in my life. What is this? Who the fuck is this? 2003. Dead Aim. Dead Aim. Is this supposed to be Leon? This doesn't look like Leon. Bro, stop clicking fucking AI mode, bro. I'm pissing off. Who's the fucking protagonist? Oh, Bruce McGivern and Fong Ling. Okay, it's not Leon. I'm trying to copy Leon, but anyways, I've never played this. Again, I've never played this, so boom. No, what the fuck is this? Oh, Resident Evil Outbreak. I've never played the Resident Evil Outbreaks. I want to. Like, I've heard they're good, but it's just, where the fuck am I gonna get a PlayStation? And even if I do like emulate it on my PC, I don't know. Oh. Alright, again. We are experiencing peak gameplay. Now, Resident Evil 4, as you guys can see right here. Resident Evil 4 was the first game that they told us, hold the fuck on, watch this. Okay? Damn, fucking cat hairs. Okay. They decided, I had something in my mouth, my bad. They decided that they didn't want to go the scary route no more, like the horror route. They said, you know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna show you guys this. And look what they decided to do, bro. They said, alright, bro. That's fucking remastered. We know it. Well, I can't really show it here, bro. Fuck. But they just implemented a shit ton of action for no reason. They said, fuck the scary shit, fuck the horror shit. We want action. And so we got, this motherfucker doing flying fucking haymakers, flying kicks, reverse suplexes on every little goddamn Spaniard here in this village. Obviously you have bioweapons, but yeah. For example, look at this shit. Like it's scary, but it's more like action based, you know? Like you run around, you have your shit, you have your heals, but look at this. It's action. So, yes, it worked well. Why? Because the franchise was dying. After Resident Evil 3, right? After all the outbreaks, they were like, oh, Resident Evil peaked at Resident Evil 3. It peaked. It's not coming out with anything anymore. Like, it's shit. Boom. Capcom pulled through and came out with a fucking banger. Okay? Now, S tier. I'm gonna tell y'all why. Why S tier? I religiously played this game when I was a little jit in Mexico, 8, 9 years old, perhaps 7. And I had at least 400 hours in this game. Okay? 400 hours. How? I don't know. It was a story game. How do you have 400 hours in a story game? I don't know, but I had them. So there was also a Mercenaries game mode, which that helped the fucking hours because I would only play Mercenaries after I'm done with the story. Now I had infinite ammo on fucking everything. The fucking Thompson, right? Or the Chicago typewriter, whatever it was called. And then I also had infinite ammo on the rocket launcher. And then I also had infinite ammo on the big ass fucking Magnum that you get for completing the Mercenaries. And then I also had infinite ammo of the new weapon that they added. So, bro, oh my god, I was a beast on this game. So I was in love with this game. This is the game that made me fall in love with Resident Evil even more, bro. Before, like, there were story games, right? There were fixed cameras. There were puzzle games. There was not a lot of things to do, like just A to B, C to D. You know, this game, Mercenaries. You had the Ada, the other like side quest Ada that was doing. What was the shit called? Ada Quest? Separate Ways. It was Separate Ways and an assignment Ada. So there was a lot of shit that you could do in this game. And in my opinion, that's what brought back Resident Evil for the first time. Now we're gonna talk about what brought Resident Evil for the second time, but this is what brought it back. I've never played the Umbrella. Next game, I've never played the Umbrella Chronicles. I heard it was good, but I've never played it. Okay, not played it. Now Resident Evil 5, same thing as Resident Evil 4, action based. Not a lot of no scary shit on this game. Honestly, Resident Evil 4 still has scary shit because you go dark. You go in the night, and the Chainsaw Man was the thing that made me shit my pants as a kid. I would cry to the Chainsaw Man, bro. I would go to the village, and I would just fucking Chainsaw Man just pursuing you till you die, cut your fucking head off, and the screams, the yelling, that shit made me piss my pants. But anyways, Resident Evil 5, same as Resident Evil 4, they implemented the Chainsaw Man again, the Giant again, new bosses. The big ass bat boss, that one was cool. Now, there was a shit ton of bosses in this game, like mini bosses, and then big ass bosses, and then final boss, Albert Wesker. Now, it's cool that you can play co-op. The first ever game that you can play co-op with, so that's what I like the most. Like, I fucking love that. I love the fact that you could, okay. I love the fact that you could, play the game with your friends or whatever. So, props to that. Now, oh. Okay. B. Now, I put this at a B because it is not better than the original Resident Evil. And it is not better than the remake. It's good. It's a good game, right? Resident Evil 0, good game. Code Veronica, good game. They're all good games, in my opinion. But some are better than others, obviously. What is this? I have no idea what that says. What the fuck does that say? Okay. It's for the Wii. I had a Wii, but I never played Resident Evil on the Wii. So, I don't know what that is. Okay, Revelations. I played Revelations. And, you know, we got with Jill on a boat. It was mid. It was so mid. I don't remember anything at all from it. It was fucking mid. Okay, it was dog shit. It is canon, yes, as you guys can see, canon games. But it's mid, in my opinion. So I'll put it at a C. Now this is where Capcom said, "Fuck all of you. We're gonna make the shittiest game of our fucking entire lives." Resident Evil 6. Resident Evil 6 was one of the shittiest fucking games ever made in the era that it was made of. That it was made at. I don't know, something. I hate this game. I hate this game with a fucking passion, bro. I played it, ass, straight ass. Action game based. Leon, then you got Chris's story, then you got some other motherfucking story. This is just bad. It's so bad. This is where Resident Evil died. This is where Resident Evil died. Now, Resident Evil Revelations 2, mid again. They try to get us with the first one. They try to be like, okay, mid. At least it's better than fucking Revelations. I mean, Resident Evil 6. Now, Umbrella Corps, I never played this shit in my fucking life. Never even heard of it. I didn't know it was a Resident Evil game. Okay. Shit. Now, this is where things started to flip for Capcom. You guys can see 2012. (2017) So 5 years. 5 years it took Capcom to realize, holy shit, Resident Evil 6 is a fucking dog shit of a game. We gotta switch it up. We gotta bring back horror game. No action, just straight horror, because that's what people want. That's what people want. I wanted a horror game. I'm like, I want to feel what I felt back in '99. I was born in '99, but I want to feel what I felt back in '03. I was born in '04. I want to feel what I felt back in '07, '08 when I was 4 years old playing this game. That's what I wanted to feel. The sheer fucking fear of playing a game and looking behind you to see if there's someone's there, bro. That's what I wanted to feel. I did not feel that with this game, but a lot of people did. A lot of youngings did, and it brought back the series. Now, new story whatsoever, right? Ethan's story with the new virus, a new setting, new everything. A tier. Because, again, my opinion, A tier because of what it stood for back in the day when it came out. Right? Almost 10 fucking years. Holy shit. 2017. Almost 8 years ago this game came out. Holy shit. Anyways. Revolutionary. Everyone said, holy shit. When the demo came out, no one even knew it was Resident Evil. Everyone was like, oh, fucking Silent Hill game, bro. The demo was scary as shit. But, yes, I love this fucking game. Okay? This game brought back a lot of Resident Evil fans, and it came out to new Resident Evil fans that had never heard of that game. And we're like, holy shit, Resident Evil, it's scary as shit. I'm going to play it. Now I'm going to play this, I'm going to play that. So, yes. It brought a lot of people together. Now, Resident Evil 2 Remake. In my opinion, it was a good remake. They did leave a lot of shit out. But, you know, it's a remake. What do you expect? The remake for this one is goated because it's the same thing. They obviously took some shit out and added some shit. But at least they added some shit. I don't think they added anything on this one, okay? So when it came out, a lot of people were like, oh my god, it's really good. Yes, okay? It's good as a video game itself. It's good. It's good story, good balance. And the graphics are actually good when it came out. So in my opinion, I think it's going to be a B. Yes, a B. Because, you know, it did good. It did good. It not obviously up to the level that we wanted, but it did good. It did so good. I don't even want to talk about this fucking dog shit of game, bro. I don't even want to talk about this dog shit. They did Resident Evil 3 so fucking bad, bro. So bad. First of all, The game lasted 40 minutes. My first playthrough of this game, I completed it in 40 minutes. You know how mad I was? You know how my younger self was so mad when I fucking used to play games, Resident Evil games for days, not knowing what the fuck to do, had to figure out by myself, and then this game was 40 minutes? They took half of the game of the shit of the original they took out. I was so mad. Now, Nemesis, it's a good Nemesis. Now, it's not worse than Resident Evil 6, but it's a good Nemesis. It tracks you down hard. It's just bad. Like the remake itself. I'm talking about the remake. The remake is just not a good remake. They went out a completely different way. Like Resident Evil 2 was actually good, but fuck, bro. Okay, Resident Evil 8, Village. My opinion, good horror game. The same as Resident Evil. Yes, it is almost S tier. Why? Because of the story, right? You fell in love with Ethan. You knew who he was. You found out about that. And then Village comes out. And it's really long. And then Mercenaries comes out. So it's peak. Okay? It's peak. First person shooter, of course. Well, not first person shooter, but first person game. And it's really good for what it was. It was really good for what it was. The continuation story of the Resident Evil 7, goated. The whole game, the bosses, the evil tall ass bitch that everyone wanted to fucking sleep with the big ass titties. This shit is peak Resident Evil. Okay. Now Resident Evil 4 remake. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to put it at an S tier. I'm gonna have to put it at an S tier. Why? Because Capcom realized that their last remake was a complete and utter dog shit. That they said, okay, slow down real quick. Now we're done with Village. So if we want to remake Resident Evil 4, we gotta do it the right way. We gotta do it the nice way. And they did. They came through, they pulled through. Damn, I don't have lice. Okay, I don't have lice. It's just fucking headset, and I just showered, and every time I shower and I put my headset, it makes my hair itch, bro. Holy shit. Anyways, it's peak remake. This is what a remake was supposed. This is what the remake of Resident Evil 3 was supposed to be like. Resident Evil 4, from the start to the beginning, nothing was cut out, bro. Nothing was cut out. They just upgraded it. It's Resident Evil 4, but upgraded. Okay? The graphics, the guns, the fucking fighting style, everything. Everything is just upgraded, bro. So, yeah. Anyways, don't talk about that. Here's my tier list. It's my opinion. My opinion, okay? I don't base this on the type of quality. I don't, or the type of game or whatever. I never played these games, so I don't have an opinion. I played all of these games, so I have an opinion. And I'm basing my opinion on how I feel about the games when I played them and how I feel about the games now. So, yeah, man, I hope you all enjoy that tier list.